In this episode, unilateral anti-rotational exercises. So basically, if it's anti-rotational, by definition, it pretty much has to be unilateral. You're going to see on this first variation, we're going to be using a band. So a lot of people call this a Palloff press. I don't know, probably some dude named Palloff invented it. It's really not that difficult of an exercise. But you just strap up a band to a pole. You can also use a cable. You hold it in your hands, and you're going to try to hold your hands right on your midline of your body as you raise your arms up and down. You can do a variation where you just punch your arms straight out and pull back in. That's fine. This is a more difficult variation where you punch out, raise up above your eye level, and then pull it back down to the center of your body. Basically what I'm trying to do here is keep my legs straight. I don't want to have super bent knees on this because that's going to take emphasis away from my lumbopelvic region, which is a fancy way of saying my lower back and my hips. And I really want them to be emphasized on that kind of exercise. So keep your legs straight and make sure that you're not deviating to one side or another on your Palloff or anti-rotational exercises. Here we go. We have a low to high chop next, or a high to low, high to low chop. So I'm using a rope on this. You can also use a cable where you're holding it just like the Palloff press. And basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to maintain a symmetrical torso and spine. So I'm standing straight up and down. I'm not really bending my knees very much. And I'm just driving the rope down across my body as I'm trying to keep my hips squared up straight ahead. It's okay to let the shoulders rotate. That's totally fine. But keep your head positioned where you're not moving your head, and keep your hips and legs positioned in a way so those aren't moving as well. You're gonna feel your obliques totally light up on that guy, and I love that one. Transverse abdominis gets lit up pretty well too, which is the muscle that's basically like your natural weight belt that you use to stabilize your spine. So here's the low to high variation. This is going to be emphasizing the shoulders quite a bit more and is more difficult on the upper body. When I was a kid and I started doing these, it was a pretty difficult exercise and I honestly hated it. Now I love it because I train a bit smarter, but yeah, it's the same rules. The hips stay squared up straight ahead, head doesn't move. You're driving the outside arm up and then grabbing with the inside arm and punching up and across. You can use a cable on that one as well. It's okay to rotate the shoulders a little bit. We're just trying to resist any rotation throughout the spine and throughout the hips. This one we're setting up the cable so it's even with our shoulders and we're just pulling straight across. Same rules, hips stay square, you can move the shoulders, but don't move the head, and make sure that you're just getting lit up throughout your torso and obliques, transverse abdominis as you're doing that exercise. This one can be really good too if you flip your grip upside down or if you hold it in a supinated position so your palms are facing up towards the ceiling. That way you're going to feel it a little bit more on the outsides of your shoulders, which I love for some of my baseball players because getting their shoulders to be in a more externally rotated position is pretty key for them to maintain their shoulder health. But this one's great for hitters, basically just to strengthen their core and make them a little bit more efficient from toes all the way up into their arms, holding an implement and staying super stable as they move their arms around. Thanks for watching, guys. This is going to conclude the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button and leave me a comment in the section below. Let me know why you didn't like it. Please subscribe to the channel if you like the content that I'm providing, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. See ya.